Contacted my old church, Stockport Baptist Church. Got this message back. I've been calling Stockport Baptist Church a couple of times in the last previous months. A man has meant to have taken over it called Brian Thomas. And it doesn't sound like it's him. Like my phone is still possessed. Because when he talks, it's like he's rude. And I don't know why anybody would be rude to me in this situation. I don't know why anyone will be rude to me. So I know it's another, I don't know what to call it. But another imposter. Like a bird or something. Pretending to be the new pastor. I have a good relationship with Pastor Hayden Wood and Beulah Woods and Sean and Caris. And I don't know why I would get this kind of response from them. Not from them, but from the Stockport Baptist Church email. And this is what I'm talking about, creepy things happening that are not normal, that are not cohesive or linear or sane. It's happened on my Facebook, it's on my Facebook, it's also on my Instagram. Strange things in the effort to keep me isolated and to, I think it's basically to murder me. This is a plot for murder. I've explained in a previous video about these things. I've already explained what these things are and who they and how it started. And it's just gotten worse because with negligence and neglect, things just get progressively worse. Because as the person gets isolated, the person starts believing all of these things. It's like they disappear in the vapor. People just go missing and disappear. And I know I'm not the only person who's experiencing all of these weird ways of communication, with their phone not working and Facebook and people giving the most strange things is people giving one word answers and one word questions or weird questions or things like, may I ask why? Like weird, no, like weird politeness in a matter, in a situation that is urgent. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing weird politeness. And I'm seeing one word responses. And then I'll be in a conversation with somebody, the conversation will stop. I'll be in a conversation with somebody, the conversation will close. You need to restore the conversation or something. You're something strange. And I said that there was this guy called Mustafa Awale in my workplace in 2019, who I was working with. He was Muslim. And there was a spirit behind him. This spirit followed me from my house to Gargani Walk and sat in the house. And when I came back from Bali, Thomas said, I'm leaving the house. Peju said, I'm leaving the house. I'm going to Nigeria. And then the house went wayward. I was on my way out. I was about to leave because after Bali, I said, I'm 30 now. I've had enough. I need to get myself together. This demon made sure that nobody could think for 18 years. We were in the house, and then now that one of the bigger ones wants to leave, it decided to come now and sit down on the house and rain havoc on the house. And I couldn't even put myself together to even plan and to think. Raided everyone's devices, everyone's laptops, Titi's laptop as well, all raided up, Thomas's as well. Things acting wayward in the house. Even possibly Peju's laptop. I don't know. Technology acting wayward. The most bizarre things to keep people isolated, segregated, and for people to disappear. Once it seems that once spirits and evil get a foot in people's lives, they don't want to go. They don't want to go. They don't want to go. Lola is probably one of the most fortunate because she started driving early. So she escaped some of these things, like the tube and the bus. And she wasn't living with Peju. She wasn't living with Peju. She was living with Kende, who is not the best person. Oliver Meji, he wasn't the best person either. but he has a bit of sense, like a bit of class. So Lola was able to move to her own place in Erith and get some kind of life together. Spirits, you guys. I'm saying it like some people don't understand or don't know it. Real spirits, real things to keep you behind, to keep you stuck, to keep you poor, to keep you isolated. I've made several videos now on YouTube. I've made several videos. This is not the several videos, and I've also posted on Facebook and on Instagram. I've posted on Facebook, and I've posted on Instagram. Several videos. And my phone is still not working. This is the number 079 and the phone is still not working. It's still not ringing. I know people are calling me. I know Tolu's calling me. I know Stephanie's calling me. Selena. I know bare people are trying to ring me. My phone is not working. Let me show you the outside of this place that I'm in. This is the tower. This is the second tower. That's the tube. The train. Can you see the train? There's like 3 of them going by. That's Bupa there. This is the place I'm in, a plastic building like this. If you know me, you know that I come from Dean Court, yeah? The floors are no higher than like 3 to 4 floors in that entire building. This building is 26 floors. Look at all of the cladding and look how small the windows are. There's no window. This is the window, you guys. It opens 10 centimeters from the top. That's the window. That's all there is. That's all there is. You want to say this is my first home at 30. And these things are adamant on calling me actor. They come around. This is what they were doing in 14 Gargani Walk by the time I was leaving. They were whispering things like husband and wife to Peju. Because Peju likes to believe that Jesus is her husband. One of the things that they like as well is the fact that there's no man in the house. There's no man in the house. They want me to be an actor because being an actor will mean that I'm poor forever. Running around over stupid industry that barely exists in the UK. 2025. What's the date today? The date is, I think it's the 26th. I circled the date for a deadline. I think it might be the 26th. What day is it today? Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Friday, September 26th.
Yep, 26th of September, 2025. This is the total of my life and all of my life's work. This is the total. Blessing is meant to be coming here. Blessing with Cherry, she's meant to be coming here on the 1st of October to come and see me, to come and visit me. She's meant to be coming to see me and help me out. This is the total. When I think about, like, there's so many things I want to say. From CTK all the way up until my last job. There's so many things I want to say. Like, I cannot even believe that this was the destruction waiting for me to happen. They saw all of the loopholes. They saw how close I was getting to freedom. Because I was on Bali. I was in Bali on the beach, planning my life, thinking about what I'm going to do next. And they didn't like the fact that I was getting somewhere. Thomas had moved out. Maybe they liked Thomas as well. Because when I came back, Thomas had moved out. He literally said, I'm moving. Peju had gone to Nigeria. I don't know what she had done before she even left to Nigeria. I don't know what she did when she left, before she left. And I don't know what she's been doing when she's in Nigeria, when she goes to Nigeria, okay? Because this woman is not a normal woman. I don't know what she's been doing. But I was in the house like this, alone, quiet. The whole house is so dark. This Gargani Walk, Barry lives there. He lives, 17 Gargani, I think he lives in. This Gargani Walk, this house particularly, the one that Peju lives in, is so dark and dim. Tayo slept there for Christmas. Dami has been in there. The house is completely dark. People from Vauxhall haven't seen this house. Pastor Hayden, Pastor Beulah Wood, people, Stephanie Brown, people have not come and visited this house. Eugene, Femi, the Asheroos, the Bellows, the Peters, so many people from Vauxhall, from Stockwell that we went to parties with. Kasali, Toyin and Abby and Junior Kasali. So many people that we've had friends with in Vauxhall have not come to see this house. Titi Lyle's friends, Lara, Debbie, Fiona, the rest of them, they have not seen Titi Lyle's house. They have not seen Gargani Walk. All of my friends from secondary school and from Low Trade, all of my work friends have not come and seen my home and seen the house. The house is dark. There's a picture like this, as big as this, on the landing, like as big as this, like this size, with white Jesus Christ on it. This is this one on the landing, and then there's another one in the living room. My mum walks up the stairs saying that she's speaking in tongues. What tongues? What tongues? What tongues is she speaking? The place is dark, the whole kitchen, rotten. Wood, rotten. Things filthy. There was one time there were rats in the kitchen. Titi didn't want to bring any of her friend's house because she's embarrassed. Titi went to ASOS. Titi went to New York and India through her ASOS company. The house was rotten from top to bottom. My mum's walking into every room saying, I want to see all of your children like this. I want to see your children. I want to see your grandchildren. I'm so glad all of my children are doing well, safe and sound. A witch. A witch. Thomas is in a room smaller than... Thomas has been in rooms like half this size. Half this size. This is a boy. This is a boy, a man. Thomas is not even displaying any male characteristics. Anything a man will do, like get up, fix things, break something down, get a car, get a girlfriend, sex, all of those things that are masculine and manly. Thomas is not like that. Thomas is not like that way. Scrawny and small. Playing sissy boy. Sissy boy because of Peju and her upbringing. No father. Thomas hasn't been out with Ola Demeji and Peju and been raised as a man. Thomas has been a side piece, treated like he's 11 years old. Even Omalola treats Thomas like he's still 10. So all of our minds were getting sick, not knowing that time is of the essence, and we're all getting older. We're all getting with speed. The way things will move at speed. We're all getting older. Things need to move. As soon as you get into that house, now start thinking about you leaving because you cannot stay here. You think time is not going to disappear. You're 17. You think you got all the time in the world to be playing bedroom and be playing games. Now you have to get up and get a house of your own. In there for how many years? I'm surprised Tola, Auntie Tayo didn't come in and scream when she saw me and Titi and Thomas still in that house. I'm surprised she didn't scream. And Pedro sits on the bed endless amounts of days talking about Ola Demeji and her breakup for 15 years to every ear who will hear it. Talking to Tayo about it, as if and Langre's mom, Langre's mother, as if I don't know who this Langre even what her name. She calls her Olu Arabi or something like that. And she'll be speaking of for years. For years, her whole house and her children are falling apart, and she's obsessed with Ola Demeji. That's what she said. She and my dad had a toxic and disgusting relationship. Toxic and disgusting. My mum likes things that are disgusting. That's why she's addicted to this relationship. She hasn't washed herself. She hasn't put on a new wig in years and gotten dressed up to go out and find a new man who's resourceful. She's a pigsty. She hasn't gone and qualified herself and done up and got a new qualification or do anything. She hasn't done anything for herself because she doesn't like herself. She doesn't even like herself. Top to bottom, disgusting, filthy. If you go to any other house, you always see that there's renovation. The father's in the house renovating. The garden's being done, the kitchen's being painted, things are being fixed, cupboards are being fixed. Our house had none of the sort. None of the sort. Dead. Completely dead. And Christmases with no Christmas tree. Barren. No presents. Nothing. You will all be screaming. All of my friends will be shocked and screaming. What? So everything I saw on Instagram was a lie. Everything you saw was a lie. Was a fabrication. No property in my name. No car in my name. No property in Titi's name. No car in her name. No property in Thomas's name. No car in his name. No plan. We haven't even seen the house that Peju is building. Peju went to go out and build a house in Nigeria for her retirement. Her 4 children and the grandchildren and her son-in-law haven't seen this house. This house is a mystery. She's going to Nigeria to build a house and we haven't seen it.